He had planned to set up a fake university to deceive his parents, but unexpectedly received $10 million in tuition fees. It turned out that a friend, while building a website for the fake university, made it so realistic that it included an option for payment, leading to countless students showing up on the first day of school. These students, who no university would admit, saw this as their last shot at life. For Bartleby, however, it was a sudden disaster because the total tuition fees paid by the students were nearly $10 million. His friend suggested disappearing with the money, but Bartleby's conscience wouldn't allow it. After much discussion, Bartleby decided to tell the students the truth and them to leave. When he got on stage to confess everything, one student was extremely enthusiastic, exclaiming,
"When I got accepted here, it was the first time my parents ever said they were proud of me."
This statement struck a chord with everyone present, and the room fell silent. Bartleby, who had also been rejected by universities, felt their pain. He asked how many people had applied to other schools, and every person in the room raised their hand. When he asked who had been accepted, everyone sadly lowered their arms. Bartleby then made a decision and welcomed everyone.
Shouldn't we all have the chance to be said yes to? At South Harmon, we say yes to you. Welcome to South Harmon Institute of Technology!
Turning his plan to them to leave into a welcoming ceremony for new students. Running a fully equipped university was not as easy as imagined. There were no teachers, no library, no cafeteria, and not even classrooms. When they were at a loss, the students broke a hole in the wall of the room, and the atmosphere of the school was more like a party. Bartleby realized that this couldn't continue. He visited a nearby university, Harmon College, where the dry and boring traditional education held no interest for the students. It was then that he noticed his crush, Monica, who had to rush to her next class and parted with Bartleby in a hurry. Watching her leave, Bartleby thought of the previous days when he received the university admission list. All his friends had been accepted to their dream schools, but he was not. This led to a crazy idea. Why not start his own university? He made a fake acceptance letter and named it South Harmon Institute of Technology, even creating a new school crest. One letter wasn't enough to convince his father, so he asked a friend to create a fake website to gain his father's trust. The next day, his father received a letter. Pretending to be unaware, he excitedly announced the news of his college acceptance. His mother hugged him in excitement, while his father was skeptical, having never heard of the university. Bartleby asked his father to check the website for verification. The next day, his father walked over with a serious expression. Bartleby thought he had been caught, but his father handed him a check, saying that the tuition had been fully paid and that the whole family would accompany him to the school on the first day of term. To keep the lie from being exposed, he found a friend to rent a space near Harmon College. A girl suggested an idea and led them to an abandoned psychiatric hospital, which seemed perfect to Bartleby. As they were fixing a piece of fallen ceiling, a mannequin suddenly fell, scaring them. They knocked down the fence, cleaned each room, and fixed everything they could. After a week of hard work, they finally made South Harmon College look like a school. Just then, Bartleby received a call from his father, insisting on meeting the principal. Bartleby tried to stop him, which only made his father more determined. He had to tell the others, and after discussing, they decided to find someone to pretend to be the principal. The friend thought of his uncle, a senior professor at Harmon College who had been fired for his eccentric behavior and was now making a meager living at a clothing store. Bartleby asked him to return to the school, but he was cruelly refused. After a customer complained about him, the